Hello, I'm Marcus Alton from the tribute website brianclough.com, and it was great talking to the former England defender Viv Anderson about his memories of working for Brian Clough. We talked about the valuable advice he received from Cloughie and how later in his career he received a Cloughie kiss.
Yes, I was a captain of Sheffield Wednesday, and Forest played at Hillsborough, and as a tradition, the captain always takes the team out for the warm-up, but I hated warm-up, so I was only literally out there for literally 5 minutes. I'd take them out and have a run and then go back into the dressing room. As I'm coming off the pitch, Mr. Cloughie sat on his own in the dugout, and there's lots of Sheffield Wednesday fans around the dugout.
Yes.
So as I'm walking, I said, "Hello, Mr. Clough," and he goes, "Come here, young man." I went, "Well, I've got to get in now. It's a game today." He goes, "Come here." So I go over. I'm hopeless at the accent anyway. So
that's great.
So I go over, and he says, "Give us a kiss." So I had to kiss him on the cheek and scampered down the tunnel to get to the dressing room as quick as I could. So everybody went, "Yeah!" in the dugout, in the stands.
Now, Viv scored some memorable goals during his career, and I asked him if Cloughie encouraged him to go forward.
First and foremost, he says, "Your job is to keep the ball out of my net. So whatever it takes, you keep that ball out my net. Now, if you can affect the game going the other way, it's a bonus to us. But remember, fundamentally, you are a fullback who needs to defend." So I was encouraged to get forward, but if my defensive failures came to the fore, I would know very, very quickly.
Yes, yeah. You played alongside Kenny Burns, of course, in defence, who Brian often referred to as Kenneth. Did he call you Vivian?
No, he never called me Vivian. No. I was happy if he called me anything, but he'd call me Viv.
Yeah.
No,
he was all right.
Didn't have a nickname for me. No, he was all right.
No. Well, you went on to play for Arsenal and Manchester United. And how did the preparations for matches under Cloughie differ from the preparations at those other clubs you went to?
Well, I went to, as you rightly said, I went to Arsenal from Manchester United. I went when everybody had left. Then there was only myself, and I think Ian Bowyer left. I think John Robertson left. Kenny Burns left. Tony Woodcock left. They all went in different times.
Yes.
So I'd go to the Arsenal, and with first game at Arsenal, there was a big dossier on the players you're playing against, the formation, this, that, the other.
Yeah.
We never had anything like that. Mr. Clough would come in maybe 5 to 3. You'd probably wouldn't see him in the week, and 5 to 3 he'd come in, and he'd pick a ball up and say to me or Larry Lloyd or Kenny Burns, "You pass it to him because he can play and you can't." Some things like that. So he made it very, very simple to play under him, but very enjoyable at the same time.
Yeah. Now, in this feature-length documentary, Local Heroes, you joined Tony Woodcock, Garry Birtles as well in telling the story of basically how 3 Nottingham lads beat the odds to reach the pinnacle of football and worldwide fame, really. What was it like for you going back to the Clifton estate in Nottingham where you grew up?
First and foremost, you've got to remember, I watched the European Cup final or the Champions League Cup final, and you do well to find 3 people in the same country, never mind the same city. So it's a unique story in itself, and it's a story that resonates not just for Nottingham, but anybody who wants to try and get on to be a footballer. We all played in the Young Elizabethan League, which is unique. We're all the similar ages. I think Gary's born on the same day as me. It's bizarre how it all comes together, you know.
It is.
So it's worth watching in that respect.
Yes,
so
yes.
Your question was?
Yes. Well, I watched the documentary and I saw you visit the park where you actually played with your mates, and it must have been the first time you'd been there for many, many years.
Oh, gone 20 years, yeah.
Yeah. What was it like?
20 odd years.
Going back.
I mean, well, it's got goals now, which it never had before. We used to put coats down or whatever it may be, but it hasn't changed dramatically that much.
Yeah.
And it's still there. And as I said in the film, I remember coming back in '66, walking back on my own, thinking, where is everybody? And obviously the World Cup final was on the television, so I never registered with me. It's only when I got home realised what I was missing. But it was happy times. It was literally 5 minutes walk, and we'd play all hours until somebody or my mum would shout or go to the corner and shout me in for my tea.
Yes.
So it was happy times and very enjoyable to go back. But as I say, I haven't been back to that park for gone 20 years.
Yeah, it was very nostalgic to watch. And in the documentary, you know, it makes clear you're the son of Jamaican immigrants, one of only 2 black families at the time who lived on the Clifton estate. And I think, having watched the film, it's clear that when you became the first black footballer to play for England, you didn't really perhaps understand or appreciate all the national attention that it got. Would that be right?
Absolutely not. Absolutely, 100%. Remember, Laurie Cullen was the first black under-21 international, so he beat me in that respect. Sadly, he's not with us. But yes, it was a young lad, happened to have a bit of talent, got to choose for England, and just wanted to not let my parents down, not let my friends down. I just wanted to do the basic things you do every Saturday afternoon. Make sure the first header's right, make sure the first tackle's right, make sure you pass it to a teammate, all the basic things. You did even now, 40 years on, I go to London and taxi driver because I saw your debut. I mean, it happens more than the odd occasion. So I'm more shocked than everybody that they went to the game on that day, and that night. It's a great privilege and a pleasure.
How did you find out you'd been selected for your first full England cap?
Mr. Clough called me in the office. He said, I've got a letter from the FA here saying you've been selected for England to play in this up-and-coming match against Czechoslovakia. So I found out through the manager.
Did he give you any advice?
Not that I can remember.
No.
I was a bit gobsmacked because there was talk of it, but you never know whether there was talk of, is it going to be Laurie Connery, is it going to be me? And when I got the call up, I think Laurie might have been injured at the time, I'm not sure. And no, Mr. Clough said, yeah, you just go and enjoy it. I didn't know I was going to play at that stage. I was just in the squad of 20 odd players. So, it seems a long time ago now.
Yeah. Well, there's a lovely archive clip of you talking in the documentary after you'd been selected, and a clip of Brian Clough as well. And he says that you seemed to lack confidence initially, and that had needed boosting over a period of time, and you needed sort of telling how good a player you were. How did Clough give you that confidence?
If you look at the video, I talk like that, and very quietly spoken, everything else. But yeah, I mean, how did he help me? He helped me in loads of ways. I remember going to Newcastle in a cup tie and go out on the pitch on my own, and got abuse from everybody in the stadium. The old stadium booed and all sorts of things. And I went back to him and said, boss, I don't think I can play tonight. And he did look me straight in the eye and said, you're playing. So there was no ifs or buts. Like today, if a player goes to a manager and says, I don't want to play for whatever reason, and get racially abused, some managers or most managers will go, listen, if you feel that way, it's entirely up to you, but we've got to respect your views, and so you can sit this one out.
Yeah.
Not with Mr. Clough. Mr. Clough says, you're playing. And he goes on to explain why are you playing. He said, you came here because you've got the ability to play in my team. So don't let these people around here dictate to you, else you're not going to make a footballer. You're not going to make a career. So from that day on, I always thought, well, the manager said this, so it helped me. It kept me in good stead for anything that they threw at me in a football field from then onwards.
Yes.
You just got to get on with it and do your best you can and prove everybody in the stadium or the minority that you can play. Hi, it's Viv Anderson. You're listening to the Green Jumper podcast.
Is it right that you were among the players to break a curfew at night and perhaps nip out for a few drinks?
That was after we'd won the European Cup.
I
think you're entitled to go out after that. Mr. Clough said, everybody stay in, because the wives and the girlfriends were in Madrid.
Right.
And there was, I think there was about 6 of us. So I'm not staying in European Cup. No chance of staying in. So we went. We got to the door, and I always have vivid memory of John Robertson at the door waving us off. He wouldn't dare break the curfew just in case what the manager had said. He said, "Oh, I can't risk it. I can't risk it." And we're going, "Forget it. You're going to be in a better position. Just won the European Cup. You're having a laugh." So it was quite funny as happens. But
did you have a good night? Yeah.
What I can remember, yeah. It was a long time ago, yeah. No doubt we would have done, yes.
Viv Anderson, thanks very much for sharing your memories. It's been a real pleasure talking to you. And the documentary Local Heroes is out on DVD, Blu-ray and digital. Thanks again, Viv.
You're welcome.
Well, you can hear the full interview with Viv by searching the Green Jumper archive. It's episode 58, and it includes his answer to a key question. Having played for Cloughie and Fergie, who was the best? You can probably guess the answer. He's in the top 1.
Son, I'd like to work with you anytime it suits you.
Don't forget to visit the brianclough.com tribute website, where you'll also find the Cloughie shop featuring my selection of signed books helping good causes. And if you've enjoyed the podcast, please leave a 5-star review to help spread the word. I hope you can join me again next time for more memories of the great man in the green jumper.